Hi, this is Crystal from the Globe Network, and I have Mr. Anothony Bawn, the director of the 30 movie. Now, let me ask you, why is this movie so important? Because I read the press release with Morrison sent over, and I was really compelled to come out. So, what does this mean to the community coming together as a whole?
Well, I feel as though that a lot of people don't talk about domestic violence and what's going on in queer relationships. They always look at things that are very heterosexual, but then also at the same time that even though guys can go through abuse at the same time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do. A lot of guys do go through abuse as well, but it's not acknowledged because they're men, and they always think that toxic masculinity trait is always going to carry over. But no, there's men that also experience domestic violence as well. So I think that this project is definitely going to talk about that and put it in its light and all that comes with it.
Now, for all the actors out there, directors and actors, what kept you motivated in directing? Because I know you told Donnie earlier that you're glad it's over, but what kept you motivated in birthing this baby?
The story and understanding that it's someone else's real life, and this being very careful with how it's being told. But a lot of people just underestimate the independent process of filmmaking. Like, this is not funded by a major studio. This is not funded by a big conglomerate. So there's a lot of pressure when it comes to being able to get something off the ground. So because there's no funding there, so it's all independent funding. This is all out of our pockets to make this thing happen.
Right.
So yeah.
So what advice would you give, or what motivation would you give to that director out there that's just getting started, just graduating out of college? What advice would you give to them?
I would say to stay true to who you are as a filmmaker. Like, don't convert to what the industry or what you feel as though the industry wants you to do.
Right.
Stay in your lane, understand your lane, and keep moving forward. Because I feel as though when you things happen and get out of whack when you try to do stuff that's not in your norm.
Right.
So if you understand who you are as a filmmaker and an artist, stay true to that, and everything that you'll do is going to succeed.
Okay. And where can you find your Instagram, Facebook, your website? Give it to us.
Yeah. Well, watchvim.com. Make sure you go subscribe to that, because that's where the show is going to be streaming at. And you can follow me at Anothony Bawn, ANTHONY BAWN on all platforms.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you. This is Anothony Bawn. Okay.